So I'm here with Mason Maroon.
See you guys.
Everybody go and follow me if you get a chance. And we're going to do scent locations. So fire away, mate. What's your first location you want to do?
So I want to go with a scent that reminds you of a tropical destination.
There's only one option really for that, and it's got to be Fragrance du Bois Tropiques. And that takes me to the beach in the Bahamas. Absolutely amazing. You get the people coming around selling the tropical drinks, and it just takes me back to that place.
I see that.
What about you?
I think mine would be Roja, Oceania.
Oh, very nice.
Personally, yeah. I mean, think what you want about the brand. I don't have a lot from the brand, but that one was an exception where I was just like captivating. Actually reminds me of going to Jamaica actually. I'm heading there soon, so I'm gonna bring that scent with me and create more memories with it.
That is one that's on my wish list, to be fair. It is one I've definitely got to try and get.
Next one, we're going for a reminder of a favorite dessert or a favorite delicacy.
Yeah, I'll probably go for the one that I'm just about to review, which is popcorn cake, and it reminds me of going to the cinemas. You get that from the, you know, when you have like the buttered popcorn, and they actually pour the butter on the top. That's that smell that you're getting, but then it's also got a bit of strawberry in the base, and I love that. And I love going to the cinema.
Baz actually showed me this one earlier, and yeah, fantastic.
Yeah.
You know, I'm not a big fan of super sugary gourmands, but this is an exception to that.
Yeah.
Super photorealistic. It's amazing.
And what about you, mate?
This one's hard for me, but it would probably be Acro's Awake.
Oh, very nice.
Just if you're a big fan of coffee or any kind of tea or coffee drinker, this one is like, yeah, the realistic kind of Turkish style coffee, spicy. You've got the bit of vetiver that makes it a bit earthy, but it smells like a freshly brewed morning coffee.
Oh,
you know, that one would be fun.
I've just tried the bake, and I really like that. That's like a lemon meringue sort of feel, isn't it? That's gorgeous.
That would layer well, I think.
Yeah, definitely. Next one.
Next one. What is the next one?
We've got scent memories, haven't we?
Yeah, okay. So we'll go with one that reminds you of a track, a favorite song.
Oh, favourite song.
It's a tough one there.
Oh yeah, that is a tough one. I might have to think about that one.
Yeah.
What about you?
Okay, so mine would be Amouage Imitation. Now, I think this is partly because there's a vinyl accord to this fragrance, and it's meant to be an ode to Studio 54.
Oh yeah.
In New York, the famous club.
Yeah.
But the vinyl accord really comes through, and my dad collected a lot of vinyls growing up, and also my grandma on my mum's side, she had a load of vinyls, and spending time with her, we spent a lot of time going through the vinyls. So the smell of that, you know, really takes me to not a particular song, but lots of tracks. You know?
Have you tried Black Lacquer yet by Tom Ford?
I smelled briefly, yeah, but I'm not too
that's
familiar.
got a big, strong, plasticky vinyl accord, and it always reminds me of when you first pull that record out, and you can smell it in the air. I've actually got the Juzzbox Studio 54, and I've been to Studio 54 and in New York, and it's used to have like different floors for different musical styles, so it was absolutely amazing when I went there. So I'd probably say Studio 54. That takes me back to when I went to that nightclub. So thanks for that, because you brought that one back up by mentioning Studio 54.
And then off the back of you know, nostalgia and memories, you know what, the next one is nostalgic fragrance in general. What would be your nostalgic fragrance?
I think mine is always going to be Dior Fahrenheit. Fahrenheit was probably the one fragrance that I always kept in my rotation. When it first came out, it was different to anything else which had come out. It had got like a bit of a sweetness in there, but there's also that, people call it petrol, but I never got that when I first used to wear it. It's only since people have mentioned it since that I've started getting that petrol accord. But I've got nearly every one of the Fahrenheit flankers now, so I love the scent, and it always takes me back to when I first used to start going out clubbing and stuff. What about yourself?
Mine would, no doubt, it would be JPG Lamal, the original, the 1994, I think.
Yeah.
It's actually before I was born, just show my age there, but
it wasn't before I was born.
But yeah, I mean, that one, you know, I was a young boy, and it was probably before I should have had a fragrance like that.
Yeah.
But luckily, you know, my mom's partner at the time, he had that and he gave it to me. And you know, it just felt like I was it made me feel more mature than I was at the time. It made me feel cool. It made me feel you know, sophisticated as a young boy, let's say. So that one is in the archives. I've
always had that in my collection as well. It was one of these that my mum always used to come into my room, and because she loved the smell of it on men, she used to spray it on herself all the time. So in the end, I used to get through that many bottles of it because that was mainly due to my mum coming in and pinching it.
Cool, man. Oh man, that's what we love, the beauty set of memories it can take you to, and the ones you can create in future as well.
So straight away, when I think of Lamal, it takes me back to the house that I was living in with my parents, but because of the amount of times my mum used to come into my room and pinch it.
But yeah, guys, what memories do you have regarding scents? What scents take you to certain places, certain times, and certain particular moods, etc.? We want to know. Put it down in the comments. And yeah, how do you do this?
It's always good to hear what other people experiences are with scents. It's always good to hear your scent memories, so we'd love to hear your scent memories too. So we'll speak to you all soon. Don't forget to go follow this guy, Maison Maroon.
As always, big up yourself.
See you later.